I was 18 when I believed I knew exactly how God moved and worked. I grew up in a charismatic Pentecostal church, so experiencing God and seeing Him move was very easy for me. Everyone was so passionate about God. People would dance before the Lord, cry before His presence, speaking tongues. It was truly very beautiful. So since this was the way that I experienced God, it led me to believe that this was the only way that God moved. When I moved away for college and searched for a new church, I remember visiting and feeling like something was missing. That people were worshiping differently. They were seated quietly, their heads were bowed. It was completely different than what I was used to. So I went ahead and searched for the next church, and the next church, and the next church, but I still felt the same way. It felt like something was missing. It was missing to the point where I started to get so frustrated because I felt like everywhere I went, people were not aware of God. And in my frustration, I just remember praying and maybe even complaining and telling God, God, are you even here? Are you even in this room? Because clearly these people are not aware of you. Clearly they're not responding to you. And almost immediately, with such gentleness and kindness, I heard Him say to me, you are not aware of me. It was hard to hear that, but it felt like a blindfold came off my eyes, and it made me realize that my one-way perspective of how God was supposed to move was leading me to be blinded from the different ways that God was moving right in front of me. The same powerful God that was moving so strongly in my church back at home was the same God that was moving so strongly here in this quiet room where I heard Him so clearly speak to me. So now I've come to realize that sometimes we are so fixed on our ways of how God is supposed to be speaking to us based on what we experience or how He's supposed to move, that we limit ourselves to see and hear and experience God move in so many different ways. But we have to remember that God is a limitless God, a God who spoke through prophets, through visions, through dreams, through angels. He was doing it in different ways then, and He's still doing it in different ways now. So we just have to be willing to open our hearts and our eyes to be able to see and experience the beautiful ways that God is speaking to us now.